Oh, hello, smart viewers. Welcome to Face with me, William. And as usual, I'm going to discuss about various interesting topics, in each and every episode. And for this episode, I'm going to discuss about what everyone's love, which is about food. Yeah, because who doesn't love food? And we all love food, right? We eat food, right? And I'm going to bring some of the examples of weirdest dishes all around the world for this segment. And for the first one is called Shirako, Japan. So as euphemisms go, this one's a corker. Shirako in Japanese means white children, but refers to the sperm sacs of either cod, anglerfish, or a pufferfish. Yeah, so looking like white blobs of goo or miniature brains, they are said to have a sweet custardy taste. Yeah. And the second one is boshintang from Korea. So this supposedly health-giving Korean soup. Soup is made with spring onions, dandelions, and a host of spices, and one infamous ingredient, dog meat. Though you will struggle to find it on menus today, it's still popular with the older generation and generally agreed to taste better than it smells. And the next one is airak from Mongolia. So glass of fermented horse milk, anyone? So in Mongolia, this is an unusual offer at all. So they make a kind of beer called airak by taking a mare's milk and letting it ferment into a fizzy, sour, and slightly alcoholic liquid. So it's traditionally served chilled in a bowl-shaped cup. Dregs are supposed to be poured back into the main container. The next one is salo from Ukraine. So many advocate keeping the fat on meat, but the Ukrainians decided to go one step further and just eat the fat on its own. So usually it's made into slabs, smoked, and left in a cool cellar for a year before being eaten sliced thinly with rye bread. So Ukrainians love it so much they even have a festival of lard to celebrate it. And the last one is stargazy pie from England. So it's a pie with fish that stare at the sky. So stargazy originates from the Cornish village of Mousehole in England and is served on Tobacco's Eve, the 23rd of December, and according to legend, this heroic 16th century sailor rowed out one December evening in high storms and returned with a catch big enough to feed the starving residents. So those are the weirdest dishes around the world, yeah? But you don't know about that, right? So in the next segment, I'm going to invite a guest related to food, and it's a food application that's special and it has different features than any kind of similar app. Yeah, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers. Welcome back to Face. Still with me, William. And as I promised on the previous segment, I'm gonna talk about inviting my guest for today's episode, which is involved food, which everyone loves. So without further ado, here is Andika and Justian from Foody Indonesia. Hello.
Hello, William. Hello.
Thanks for welcoming to the show, and maybe you can share to all the smart viewers what I've been up to, in relating to Foody Indonesia.
For currently?
Yeah, your current activities.
Yes, current activity right now. So we're gonna collaborate and make it more happenings in the Lebaran. So we are gonna do the THR with Foody campaign, right? THR with Foody campaign, which is we will gonna give prizes, we were gonna give vouchers, we were gonna give also some presents like MacBook. We have MacBook this year, right? We have MacBook, smartphones, and everything for our users and our community as well. So it will be like giving prizes to them, and it's our biannually, biannually of our event,
campaign.
annual campaign. something like that.
For every holiday season, for every festivity, there are always kind of like campaign relating to the festivity.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
And firstly, maybe you can kind of like shortly describe about what is Foodie Indonesia.
Foodie Indonesia, see, actually Foodie at first were some sort of applications regarding the food directories and everything's coming from Vietnam. Right, it's coming from Vietnam, and after that they start to expand it more. They come into Indonesia at 2015, and now we also have the Foodie Thailand as well. So it's kind of, and also in Vietnam, it's not only about food directory. Now they do also some deliveries as well in Vietnam.
Oh,
it's
so
become our number one, right?
Yes.
Number one food directory in Vietnam.
So maybe you can share the special features in the applications that makes it different than any kind of app.
What makes the difference is actually we are trying so hard to give a reward for everybody who makes an activity in our app. Actually, we are focusing on our application right now, so you can download actually it's on a Play Store and App Store. And right now, we are delivering vouchers, so we don't want take their contribution for granted. We give them feedback, we give them vouchers, free vouchers like meals and everything, so they don't feel like they just contribute, but we don't get anything for them gitu.
Because everyone loves free gifts.
Yes,
everyone. For sure. Everyone. That's why.
And there are kind of like this reward benefits.
Yes,
for sure.
That makes it different than any kind of similar app. And maybe you could also share and how you got into establishing and working in Foodie Indonesia.
Establishing Foodie Indonesia in Indonesia. We started with community, because we believe that when we build a strong and robust community, we can expand further in Indonesia. So we gain people's attention by collaborating with influencers community, be it fashion, lifestyle, foods especially, and all of food enthusiasts. So we start from there, and then we started to get more attention from people, from lay people like who doesn't really love food, and now they are turning out to love food really much.
Yeah, because when you see like in it, especially in urban areas, people are like interested in, especially people in Jakarta, like interested in new places to hang out, or like new food to try. So maybe try to like capture that kind of trend.
Capturing trends. We're so lucky that we are currently living in a digital era, so we can get like a lot of information from cloud sources. So we try to deliver fresh contents through data-driven contents, if we can say that. So and we believe that our biggest stakeholders is our community. So we're getting information from them, and then we deliver it back to them, the content.
So all the information are actually given by the app users, and then share them with other users.
So it will be like this. It's not only us that spread the information. The community and our users also help us to give the information, and also we get information from them, so we can spread it out. So it's like mutual benefit between us, users, and the community. That's why we make it really strong in the community. That's the first thing we will do.
What are like the activities related to marketing that's like smart viewers need to find out, like to gain?
We have a lot of activities, to be honest. Like we have distributed competitions, biannual campaign. We encourage people to review, and we give them so many prizes. And then for offline, we have taste foods, food gatherings. We reward. We invite our loyal users to our food gatherings in very hype restaurants. And then we have food bazaars. We contribute and collaborate with a lot of big food bazaars in Indonesia.
Why do you think that there is a need for like a food directory in Indonesia, especially in urban areas like Jakarta?
It comes from a question. In Bahasa Indonesia, we usually, when we want to hang out, we usually ask makan di mana nih, or where to eat, and we start a debate from that, and we don't want it no more.
From where?
Yes, and then
not what, where?
It's very unique, but well, that what works in Indonesia. People are asking where to eat, and we answer your question. And we give you vouchers.
And the first time also, the Vietnam also asked why the first question should be where to eat not what to eat, because usually people ask what do you want to eat first. But in Jakarta actually they ask it first, where do you want to eat? And after that, okay, it depends on the place, then we can take the foods.
So that's actually like the core of what, like the start of you developing the app, maybe.
Yeah.
And also maybe you can like share some of the examples of, like some interesting cases, like how people got into the apps, or maybe
the trendy things, because right now the trend in urban people, they are not looking for merely for food, but also they are taking interiors, design, and the buildings into consideration. So they are really they want a comprehensive experience. It's a very unique case, because in Vietnam it's very different. People are loving food just because, but right here in Indonesia, people are loving to hang out because they love the food, because they love to take selfies, because that kind of thing.
I call it the needs for their feeds.
Yeah.
The needs for their feeds, for their Instagram feeds, for their social media feeds. They need it. So it's just like only taking the food.
It's more than that.
It's become a culture now.
Yeah.
It's the overall experience of
for sure.
like getting into where they want to eat the food. And are there any like special menu or like features in the app? Like maybe there's like a recipe or something.
Yes. Recipe is one of our highest reach when it comes to contents, and people are really looking for it, because when they are seeing trendy food, they are trying to make it at home. So we're trying to have that kind of experience. So we don't only recommend you stuffs to come or place to come, but we also give you tips and tricks how to make it at home.
Yeah, another things also, like we said before, the voucher things is like we're giving it actually for the reward for our users. Whatever you do in our applications is like check-in, edit photos, and then also reviews. You will get some points, and you can exchange it with our vouchers, which is actually get it for free, right?
Yeah.
So because we change it with the points of, and then you can change it to our vouchers. That's another thing.
So it's like sorry guys, give as many information as you can in return of that vouchers.
So it's like we're rewarding your culinary journey.
That's our tagline.
Yeah, that's our tagline.
And then like collaboration with like food bloggers, because like food bloggers are like everywhere now. Like the rise of digital media, and like creates influencers related to culinary and food. Maybe you guys also try to collaborate with that, or have you done?
Of course, because surprisingly, our users are not only lay people who love food and who love to hang out, but also influencers. They are creating accounts, and they are making activities on our app. And those influencers are definitely influencing how people, where people go, So we are trying to make a community and connection with them as well. Not only our loyal users, but also the influencers who make accounts on our application.
Oh yeah, so maybe smart viewers who want to become one also.
Oh, please do.
Already one can be collaborating. So the discussion is getting more interesting, but we're gonna have to take a little break. So stay tuned on Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers. Welcome back to Face. Still with me, William, and we're continuing our discussion with Andika and Justian from Foody Indonesia. And lastly, in the previous segment, we were talking about like how you got into the app. What is like the rise of like people searching for food to eat, and we're gonna play a little game just to spice things up.
Let's give it a try.
The whole deal of the game is just to name the food. Name the food. It's like it's a rare kind of food, not so common. So maybe you could start now.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I
so
didn't.
for
I didn't
the
mess up
first
this one.
dish, here it is. Maybe you can guess the name the dish.
It's obviously pasta. Is it?
Looks
Like-
like aglio-olio.
Looks like
If
aglio-olio.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's like a spaghetti.
Looks like some spaghetti with
Yeah, it's from Italy. Yeah,
cheese.
is it correct?
I think it's.
Oh,
Fettuccine.
yeah,
It's fettuccine?
It's a
Oh,
fettuccine.
okay.
It looks like
No, it's spaghetti. It's spaghetti. It's not fettuccine.
Okay.
All right. Let's continue. Let's just.
Already, okay. The next, yeah,
It's a
you
ramen.
can guess
Ramen.
the name of this dish.
Guess it's the
This
curry ramen
food.
or fish curry.
Fish curry, I think.
Fish curry, I think.
It looks mad.
It looks curry.
It looks mad, like
Yeah.
raging red.
It's yeah. It's like-
Okay, maybe we can reveal the answer.
Mm,
No.
Nearby is from Singapore.
Oh, come on,
Laksa, yeah.
come on.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah. It's like a curry.
Okay, the next
Yes,
one.
now.
We can guess what this is. It looks like seaweed.
bibimbap.
or- Yeah, it looks like a. It looks like it.
Bibimbap.
Maybe-
It's bibimbap.
Bibimbap. Is that correct? Yeah,
Yes.
you got one right.
Okay.
The next one.
All right. What is it?
What is this?
I think it's something from Vietnam.
Looks
Nah, I
like
don't know.
curry.
I don't know this one.
organic. It looks.
Oh, it looks like a pork.
Pass.
Pass. Nah, I don't know. What
Maybe you
is it?
can
It's
show the
some
answer.
salads or what?
The answer.
Yeah, see, it's Vietnam things, right?
It's like a Vietnamese.
Vietnam,
yeah.
Munam talk. Yeah. Munam tuk.
Okay, sorry for
The
disappointment.
next one.
Nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes, right?
right.
It's nasi goreng. or
Yeah.
what?
Nasi goreng.
seafood.
Seafood fried rice.
Okay, is it correct? Yeah, it's
I
fried
thought
rice, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Obvious.
It's the first choice that comes to mind when it comes to like Jakarta. Like,
Everywhere.
what do you want to
Yeah.
eat?
Yes,
Fried
that's
rice.
It's the easiest one to get, right?
Okay, this is. Looks like a.
This one I
I
got no
think we
Corned
can
beef
see
or
in Korean
something.
barbecue stalls.
What am I gonna do with this?
I don't know the name.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
Sorry. What is
reveal
it?
the
It's like
answer.
a porridge. It's a
Bulgogi.
bulgogi.
It's Bulgogi from Korea. It's from Korea. 안녕하세요.
Shameful.
And the next one.
Okay, that's done. It's a fish and chips.
I guess, yeah, it's just fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is it correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fish and
it's
chips.
fish and chips.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's common things.
quite common also actually.
Right.
The
Okay.
next one. What's that?
What is that?
It's a rawon or semur.
Yeah.
No, rawon has
No,
no
no,
potato.
Yeah,
in
there's
it.
got potato. This is like semur or
It's like a peanut also.
Massaman
massaman curry. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've
it's,
never tried this one, but
it's a curry. Curry.
All right, all right.
Okay, okay.
Wow,
so
we're very
See,
mainstream.
see, okay.
We're very mainstream.
mainstream. Because we are following the trend now. So we're just
so
seeing
it
the
gets
trend.
to like the most common dish of all. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then-
Okay, okay.
And
wow.
also, yeah, continuing our conversation about food in Indonesia.
Yeah, please
Maybe you
do.
can
Okay.
share about like most interesting or memorable moments when it comes to like activity or promoting the app or like try to gain clients or stuff that like more memorable for you.
In Food Indonesia, for me, it's never a dull moment. I mean, everybody,
Yeah.
we spend every day in no similar days. I mean, there's no typical day for all of employees in Food Indonesia. I mean, in one day we can have a taste food here, and tomorrow we can have a day-long meeting, but when it comes to promoting, the journey is the most important and interesting thing. We started from a very, very, very small community,
Yes,
and right
yes.
now, people are queuing to come to our
Yeah,
taste food. That's the
yeah.
most interesting fact.
Yeah.
The journey is quite long. It's 2 years. It's still baby, but it's quite long for promoting an app. But well, yeah, the journey is the most interesting fact.
And also, what do you think like you most need like capturing the trends? Like, what do you think is the most important thing in order to developing the app?
For
Like
developing
more,
the app.
like what do you wish the app to have more special features or like more reward benefits, like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
you know,
for
like big prize. You know?
See, actually, we are striving to be number one of the food directories and
Yes.
applications in Indonesia and everything. So, see, actually, for developing the ads, also we must also seeing what's the trend, and then what's the UI and the UX, how people likes to use the apps and everything, what's their purpose to open this app and everything, something like that. We must do research as well from there. That there's also the marketing team to do, to what kinds of trending that we should spread out so people acknowledge us, some things like
Are
that.
there any like special snippet, you know, like for smart viewers to know, like?
There's a lot of
Spit it
cool,
out.
cool stuff's going on,
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
up, coming
Spit it
up
out.
in this. I think it's in August or November. We're gonna have something new, but you just gotta wait
Just gotta
for
wait.
it.
We also striving to do collaborations with another applications as well. So it's like it's not only we have a lot of applications now in Jakarta actually. So we want to collaborate so people open Foodie. So if like they will have benefits also what they could get in open Foodie is like perhaps if you want to go there, how to, if you want to reserve any place, how to. That's what we want to strive as well. So we are not only giving the directories and everything.
This is the era of collaboration.
Yes, for sure it is.
So maybe you could collaborate with app
Another
similar
application
to the needs of the consumers. And do you have any specific goals for Foodie Indonesia in the near future?
The future?
It's clear
It's
that we
clear.
want to be #1 food app. It's not only about food directory, but food app.
Food
We
apps,
want to
yeah.
give people information all about food, all about trending topics related to food and lifestyle. And we want to expand our topic to lifestyle, so not only food, because it's very related to lifestyle, to travel. So we want to cater all of people's needs, you know.
Yeah,
if
and
that
not
makes
only
sense.
in Jakarta, but some certain like big area, big cities as well.
Cities, or in Indonesia.
Yeah, in Indonesia.
You can share information how smart viewers can get connected to Foodie Indonesia.
Go ahead.
Okay, actually, you guys, smart viewers, you call
Yeah,
you call them.
viewers,
Okay,
alright.
smart viewers, you can download our application, Foodie Indonesia, on Play Store and App Store, and connect to our social media channels on @Foody.ID on Instagram and Foodie Indonesia on Facebook.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
William.
so
Thank you so much for
joining
inviting
the
us. Yeah.
show. Yeah, we hope that like smart viewers can get interested in are interested in food can join. Yeah,
For sure,
and
for sure.
contribute,
Please do. Yeah.
So we come to the end of the show. Until then, I'm William Rinaldi signing off. I'll see you again in another place and time. Okay, bye bye.